Dear parents and guardian, let no one deceive you that heaven help those who help themselves. It doesn't exist and it will never exist. In this present day and time that we are in, the honors lies on you as a parent and as a responsible adult, being a guardian to any child, whether biological or adopted, to actually put them on the right path. And one thing we have to realize that whatever we feed our children with are the things they are going to give back to us. And so I want to share with you 5 ways as a parent you can prepare your child for the future. The future that you may not necessarily be in, the future that they'll all be left alone, and for them to avoid facing lots of challenges that they will not be able to handle. Do these things now while you are still with them. I always tell young people, I say your parent will not be with you forever. So I am telling you parents today that you will not always be with your children forever, not for bad. Anything can happen. Relocation, your child is schooling in another place, has reasons to stay with people. What kind of lifestyle would they be living? So I want to share with you 5 ways as a parent and as a guardian and a responsible adult what you need to do to prepare that child for the future. You don't only prepare the future for your child, prepare them for the future so that whatever comes their way, they will be able to measure up and they will be able to overcome, and those situations or challenges will not overwhelm them. Point number 1 of preparing your child for the future: teach and model virtues. According to late Mahatma Gandhi of India, the world itself, which is not virtue, pays secret homage to virtue. Virtues are admirable character that will stand the test of time. So teach your children today and make sure they imbibe and cultivate the habit of exhibiting good character. There is a saying that ability can take you to the top, but character will keep you there. If you are that parent in this 21st century, then all you do is to focus on child's education and all of that. Fantastic. But let me tell you, the character, virtues, admirable qualities that make them to be able to relate well with anybody, like integrity, like respect, like resilience, like diligence, are those things that you have to teach them now. Teach your child and model it. It is one thing to teach and it is another thing to model. To model means to show examples of what you actually want them to be. Be the mirror that your child will see, and they'll say, oh, my mom, my dad is doing this, I want to be like this. Not for the wrong reasons, but for the right reasons. So once again, parents, guardians, teach and model virtues that your child can emulate. Point number 2 of how to prepare your child for the future: love. Love them so that they will not seek that love in outsiders or places where they'll be deceived, where they'll be molested, where they'll be abused, and where they'll be taken undue advantage of. Love your child. According to the Holy Bible, love is the greatest. Love your enemy as yourself. So parents, love your child. But in all your loving, in all your acts of deeds and whatever you are saying to love them, don't ever try to indulge them. Try to meet their basic needs and not always giving them the things that they don't even need at a particular time. Don't indulge them. Don't pamper them. And your love will also make sure that you correct them, that you discipline them as and when due, so that they will not go astray. My Bible tells me that a child whom the Father loves, he chastises, he corrects, and he scolds. So when you love them, it's not all about filling the hours and getting everything they need, traveling and all of that. Fantastic. It also means when they do something wrong, you correct them and let them know why you are correcting, why you are disciplining, why you are sanctioning them for whatever misbehavior they are putting up. Because I tell you, they will put up some kind of misbehavior. So love them and don't indulge them. Point number 3 of how to prepare that child, whether biological or adopted, to prepare them for the future. Teach and expose them to the realities of life. the realities of the good, the realities of the bad, and the different sides of life. Okay, you have plenty today, you are living in affluence, you have luxury today. Don't spoil them with those things, so they will not live with a mentality that with a snap of their finger, they will always get those things. According to a saying, life is not a bed of roses. So when you have enough today, there are times when you have enough today, there are times you let them know that those things will not always be there. And it is not every time you spoil them with all the things that you have. Let there be time, oh, you need to fast. You don't need to get this because of this. Expose them to the different sides of life. It may be through teaching. It may be through maybe showing them example of people that do not have or not living in affluence like yours. So you can tell them this thing can happen to anyone. And then they will be prepared in the future if anything comes their way. So that is number 3 way of preparing your child for the future. Point number 4, teach them to understand the importance of time and relationship. One of the currency of this time is time. And one thing I have actually seen in young people, many of them lack time management. I want to do this, they keep postponing, they keep procrastinating. Let them know that whatever is good to be done now is good to be done very well. Teach them to avoid procrastination. Teach them to have time management, to be able to time themselves. And this actually starts from when they wake up, how to get themselves prepared for school, and the things that they always need to do. Sometimes allow them to face the consequences of not being time manager, good time manager. So in the future, when you are not there, they will not begin to say, my mom, my dad was always doing for me, is all the house help. Time management and relationship. Teach your child that relationship matters. They should not treat people like trash because they are better than them today. The people they think they are better than today may be the people that will help them in the future. Teach them to value and respect everyone that crosses their path. And the last one, the 5th way of how you can prepare your child for the future, the unknown future, is to train them in the way of God. At the Children's Matters Hub, where I, Oluwaseun, sit as the CEO and the founder, our goal and our vision is to make sure that this generation, our children, have the fear of God. They are godly, they are responsible, and they are also excellent in whatever they do. What would they be without God? So teach your children to have the fear of God. With the fear of God comes understanding, knowledge, and they'll be able to relate well with everybody, and they will not think of doing any harm to anyone. One of the ways, or one of the reasons why we have a lot of crimes today is because people do not have the fear of God. So if you're in that position, you know God. God wants your children to be godly. After all, He gave them to us. So teach your child in the way of God. Let them have the fear of God, and let them be selfless, not being selfish, and have love for other people. Till I come your way some other time, my name is Oluwaseun Dada, and I continue to share parenting tips and insights to make you become a better parent and to ultimately raise children you can be proud of. Godly children, responsible children, and excellent one for a better society. Follow me on YouTube, Children's Matter. On Instagram, Children's Matter. On Facebook, Children's Matter. And then on TikTok, The Voice and Eyes. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day till I see you some other time. Bye-bye.